Good morning. Good morning, guys. It's time to wake up with RoAsia. Come on in. I know some of y'all are probably just waking up. I'm not. I've been up, but I've been so busy that I am like super duper tired, and I probably look super duper tired too. So it's time for Wake Up with RoAsia. Come on in. I know some of y'all are just waking up, but that's okay. We're going to do this together. I appreciate you being here, for choosing this as your destination, for tuning in when you didn't have to, for being a part of today's inspiration. Just in case you're wondering, yes, I feel your anticipation. I'm just as excited as you are about today's affirmations. I need you all to listen and hear me when I say we're all truly blessed to be here. What a way to continue your day. I'm going to read the prayer and then we can go from there. Okay, y'all. So the prayer for today was Daniel chapter 2, verse 28. But there is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries, and he has Maple known to King Nebuchadnezzar what will be in the latter days. And he has made, Lord, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me start over. Daniel chapter 2, verse 28. But there's a God in heaven who reveals mysteries, and he has made known to King Nebuchadnezzar what will be in the latter days. Your dream and the visions of your head as you lay in bed are these. Um, Stacy Rick Mama coming to the scene on them. Hey, Sparkle. So I was just thinking about, I was up. When I tell y'all I've been up since 5 a.m. literally. Because I caught Pastor Mason on. He comes on at 5 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock, Eastern, whatever that is. I think Eastern is an hour ahead of me, whatever the case may be, he's an hour ahead of me. So to the brothers on the platform, covering y'all top to bottom, 360 all the way around, you know what it is. So I'm sorry. So I've been up since about 5 o'clock, literally, and I didn't go back to sleep. And I've been doing oils, and I gotta go out to make sure that everything is ready for pickup tomorrow for the seasonings and sauces. So I don't want to exhaust myself, but there are things that I gotta keep going to make sure it's to completion. Hey Phyllis, hey Trisha, good morning. Um, what did I want to tell y'all? Good morning, Asiko. How are you, sister? Uh, I was listening to the live that Pastor Mason did this morning, and it was a teaching on, he was in the book of Hebrews, just like chapter 10. I think he started at verse 23 or somewhere in there. He went up to 31, and he was talking about not you without faith. Like you got to listen to it. However, one part that really stuck with me is that stay connected to the right people. Um, Remind me, people that are close to me, I want them to remind me of my calling. Remind me of times when I made, hey, Mika Lioness, I made, just period. Not even at times. Let me scratch that. Not no at any times. Good morning, Patty. Good morning, Irma. Just remind me of the calling of my life, the purpose of my life, purpose, um, things that I have going on moving forward, because it can be exhausting, especially when it's so much that like I you can see it clear as day, but the actual putting it together. I like, um, I don't want to call myself a perfectionist, but I do know that I like for everything that I do to be presented properly. And so, um, my brain is really, really like it's going like this. I spent a lot of time yesterday writing a bunch of stuff down, and honestly, I have issues with my hands. I've had issues with my hands for a long time, and so I literally sat right here and wrote down a lot of things that I needed to write down, a lot of things that I need to do, and then it almost seems like it's not enough time in the day. So, good morning, Gloria, Patty, Irma. If I didn't say good morning, good morning. It seems as if there's not enough time in the day. So, I am working on a lot, and it's not like I have a team of people sitting around a desk with me saying, okay, what's this, what's that, what needs to go here, what needs to go there. No, I'm the eyes and the hands. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I just encourage, as I try my best to encourage myself. I ask God to continue to keep me attached to people that will continue to keep me encouraged as well. It's not about me having a lack of encouraging myself, but it is about I'd rather have believers surrounding me than anything else, really. Um, I'm tired. I am. I'm really, really tired. Uh, but that I know where my strength comes. So tired. Excuse me. I don't stop, which is probably something that I should do, but when I have a deadline for myself, I have to push myself through. Good morning, Sandy. So, yeah. And then once I'm up, I'm the type of sleeper that once I'm up. I might nod back off for a second or two, but once I'm up, it's over with. I'm there. I'm up. Ain't no dozing back off or nothing like that. So, you know, I just I just thank God for strength in my right now because I really, really am. I am mentally tired. Like my mind is exhausted. Physically, I'm okay, but I'm mentally exhausted beyond what I could ever imagine. Good morning, Vita. I prayed and I'm constantly, and I'm like, help, right of help, about need putting things, you know, that um uh, so much, and it's my own that I carry, and in that I it's something about sharing, but then some things, I just keep between me and God. Right. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play the affirmations, and then I am going to let y'all, we're going to, what we usually do. So I hope everybody's having a great day. It's very hard running a nonprofit. It's very hard to find ways to raise funds. My heart is so big and I want to do so much, and yet it's all about what you bring in when it comes to that. I'm really, really, really trying my best to just to remain focused in this, and just know that God got me, So I'm gonna play the affirmations, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so let me turn up my phone, and then let's get into the affirmations. Hey, Mama Phil.
When I got a sword in my hand, leaving. I need you to push somebody, tell them, don't let me stay there. Don't let me live in despair. Don't let me die in a pit that I can stand in. Remind me of who I've been called to be. Don't let me quit. Don't let me quit. Remind me that my decisions matter. Remind me that this ain't my first rodeo. This ain't my first battle. Tell me you surprised that I'm letting the devil whoop up on me while I got a sword in my hand. Tell me who I am. Remind me of my calling. Remind me of my anointing. Remind me of my purpose. Shake me if you have to shake me. Drag me out of the bed if you have to drag me. Call me until it's almost stalking me. Remind me. Clip up videos and send it to me. Send me preaching. Send me scriptures. Oh. Glory be to open up the blinds. Open up the blinds. Pull back the curtains. I need you to push somebody to leave me. Our life journey. You know how you can tell when you've been fighting a battle that's not yours? There are two things that'll give it away. And this will diagnose it in your life today. How do I know if I'm fighting a battle that is not mine? How do I know if I'm wrestling at the wrong level? Number one, if you are trying to control others. If you are trying to control others, you are fighting a battle that is not yours.
Get out for that.
Motivations are not in your job description, because it is a sure sign that you are fighting someone else's battle. It's between them and God what they do. Now, I understand this gets tricky because bosses have employees and parents have children. I understand it gets tricky because even as a pastor, there's a part of me that feels responsible for you because I'm preaching this word and I hope your life gets better. But I can't control you. I can't control you. And in the same way, if I'm trying to control others, it is a sure sign.
Good morning, Mama Pamela. Good morning, Kelly.
Not only am I confused about whose battle it is, I'm confused about victory. If the battle belongs to the Lord, that means victory belongs to the Lord. And so not only do I have to be careful not to control others, but I've got to come to terms with the fact that I can't control the outcome of pretty much anything. And everybody nodding at me is over the age of 30. Because you thought you could. You thought it was a formula. And as long as you think it's a formula, battles that are bigger than me, for the battles that sneak up behind me, I can't control what attacks me. And I can't control the outcome. All I can control in any given situation in my life is my focus. And you know how you can tell when you've been with.
How do you know when it's time to let that go and God is moving somebody else into that place? Y'all can't break that tie at the conference, okay? I came together and dawning on this trip.
I'm not the only one who sometimes looks over your shoulder and you just grieve over who you was, what you've done, where you've been. It's crazy to me that it's so easy for us to look at that mogul sin and be like, he deserves what he has coming to him, right? He deserves what he has coming to him, but we don't look at our own sin, nor do we think about, watch, nor do we think about what you got coming to you for your unrepentant sin. You think what he got coming is bad? You don't even know for your unrepentant sin what you got coming for you. Oh, I'm not the only one.
It's me again with another homework call.
So let me prophesy over you right now.
Hello, JB. How are you, brother?
There are some prayer requests and some petitions.
How you doing?
That are before God right now concerning you. And the Lord said to tell you that he's working it out right now, even as I speak. And even before this day ends, you're going to receive the words that you so long to hear. And that is, it's approved, access granted, it's yours. Go get it. All of those are going to be said to you, even before the day ends, that something miraculous is working out in your favor. God says your praise is what released it. He knows what you need. He knows what you prayed for. He knows you fasted for it. Like God said, sit still and let me work this thing out. If you
I'm not trying to. I get what you're saying, sister. What I'm doing is turkeys with gift cards. I bought gift cards so that no, I'm not Mama Pamela. I bought turkeys. I mean, we're doing turkeys with gift cards so that people can go and purchase what they want for the holidays. That is what I'm doing. But certain commitments, I'm going to watch the commitments I make because it's not as easy. It's easier said than it is done. That's good, brother. I'm glad you're doing good. Good morning, Sparkle. I'm sorry, y'all. I cut that off. I'm just mentally drained and overwhelmed. That's all. I just let me play that again.
agree with his word, I need to type. God just made it happen. So let me prophesy.
Get off of there
right now. God is working it
Move.
out for you even as I speak. There are some prayer requests and some petitions that are before God right now concerning you. And the Lord said to tell you that he's working it out right now, even as I speak. And even before this day ends, you're going to receive the words that you so long to hear. And that is, it's approved, access granted, it's yours. Go get it. All of those are going to be said to you, even before the day ends, that something miraculous is working out.
Yeah, I just
says,
I just be
is what released it. He knows what you
my
need.
heart is bigger
He
than everything else,
He
Peter.
knows you fast for it. Like God said, sit still and let me work this thing out. If you agree with his word, I need to type, God just made it happen.
God just made it happen.
Oh, wow. Hear what I'm saying to you. Somebody said, he looks good. God's not even finished with him yet. Hear what I'm saying. I know this is a long analogy, and we sat here this whole time, and I got a fresh cut, and he got a fresh cut. Will you? Will you let God cut areas of your life that you have grown?
Hey, Shot-Town sister.
Or will you make this the place?
Good morning, Barbara.
And God's done working on you, standing all over this building. Keep going. Don't leave my man like that. Just keep going. It can be after church. We just keep that. We ain't gonna leave you like that. And neither will God. If there's an area of your life, watch this before everybody rushes out. Please don't miss this moment. If there's an area of your life that you know that you're gonna need courage to stay still for God to do the cutting, I need you to lift both of your hands right now. Okay, we're in the right building. I'm gonna pray for courage for you today. And everybody under the sound of my voice, I believe that there is gonna be a supernatural, there's gonna be a supernatural strength. Watch this, to stay still. Everybody talks about the strength to fight, but I'm talking about the strength to stay still. Hear what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to remove yourself because people don't know how hard you are riding for them until you park the car. People don't realize you get people a little bit of rope and they start pulling it. Then all of a sudden they start getting familiar with you and they lose the honor. They start treating you any old way. And in this new season, I'm not wasting my time on anybody. That when I leave your presence, especially when you got direct access to me, those are the ones that wear you out the most. Now here's how you do it. A lot of y'all about to go to Thanksgiving. When you have to go into spaces that God is working in, but hasn't manifested yet, when you're walking into those places, you realize you cannot have my power unless I give it to you. I know that I'm coming into this house, and I know you're a drunk, and I know you're a flirt, and you're
Yes,
with my wife the
Gwen.
whole time I'm here, you drunk uncle. But I already know how you are, so I'm not going to let
Hey,
you. I know
Lydia.
I got to walk in with my mother that is always tearing everything down. So at some point, you take away the power that you've been given this situation. Cancel your subscription to their drama. How do I do this, Pastor Kim? Renewing my mind is basically shifting your thoughts and saying the seat at the table that I'm at is a season of abundance and blessings. And Lord, you show me anything in my life that I need to release that is sabotaging me from going into my destiny. Lord, take it away from me, even if I want to hold on to it.
For some of you, the worst thing that God has ever done for you is been good. Michael. That's why every now and again, Michael's doing a project, and it's a crazy project you got to do for a psychology class, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, baby, just help him. He got to do all this, so just help him, boom, boom. But then there are certain times where I see them doing certain stuff, and I'm not going to help. Watch this, because if I always show up, how will they develop?
Amen,
For
Mama.
some of you, you as cold as you are, and when I say cold, I mean good. You are insanely gifted, insanely creative. You are insanely independent because your folks didn't show up. But you so busy crying that they didn't show up, you don't realize their absence developed you. I'm preaching to three of y'all. I just want to pause and have church with three people who had to figure it out by yourself. And yes, you got some trauma and some issues because you had to do it by yourself. But now that you've grown and you see people who can't do nothing for themselves, you sit back and say, God, I thank you, you developed me. I just need you to look at your neighbor and say, you sat next to the right one. Tell them, not only can I work by myself, not only do I know how to fight by myself, but if you won't shout, I know how to praise by myself. For some of you, you gotta trust God when God places a darkness over your enemies, because some of your enemies used to be your friends, but just because you moved into another season, some of those enemies can no longer be your friend. And God says, if I don't put them in the dark, you'll be paying more attention to them than you need to be paying attention to what I've told you to do. I wish we could take about 15 seconds. I know you're ready to go to brunch, but if we could take just 15 seconds to thank God for pulling the enemies back, for helping me put my enemies in the dark, for helping me to see them for who they really are, so that I could close my eyes to them. Some of us started focusing on the Lord because we had no one else to focus on. Baby, you walking away from me was the best thing you could have ever done for me, because when you got in the dark, I got in the light. When you got in the dark, I started seeing my break. You got to trust God when God plays. I want to teach from the topic today, I feel you. I feel you. I want to say that I don't mind repeating myself. I mean this, you're not going to learn off one sitting, so I can't just teach something one time. So I'm one of those pastors. For people who don't know, I will say the same thing over and over. Here's what's crazy. Like I ain't never said it before. Have you ever been in church before and you heard me say something bold and you was like, he said that last week. But I said it with the same excitement, like it was brand new. I'm one of them people who watch the same movie and still get excited about the same part. And if somebody in the room with me, I tell them, here it come, 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 here. Because repetition, please put this in your notes and let's see who can finish this sentence for me. Repetition breeds. See, there you go. You've been with me for a while. Repetition breeds revelation. Repetition breeds revelation. What does that mean, baby girl? The more you see something or the more you read something, the more you see in it. Yeah, let's go. Who is that? Where you at? Are you gonna help me preach today, brother? Yeah. Get me fired up today. Repetition breeds revelation. The more you see it, the more you hear it, the more you see it. Did you catch that? Mary had a little lamb. What's the first thing that jumps out to you? She had a lamb. The second time you read it, she had a what type of lamb? Little lamb. Third time you read it, whose lamb was it? Mary's. The fourth time you see it, what do you see? Had. She didn't say Mary has. Has is indicative of the fact that she still got it. It said Mary had. So after the fourth time reading it, you get a deeper revelation that you can be in one season where you got something and lose it. That's why you only got two cousins and one friend left, because they ain't got the proper revelation of who you are. They become so familiar with you that they can't realize you're not changing for the worse. You're actually changing for the better. But because they don't come around enough, they don't get the proper revelation of not just who you were, but who you are, but also who you. I want to teach from the topic today.
Today's scripture was Daniel chapter 2, verse 28, and it reads, "But there is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries, and he has made known to King Nebuchadnezzar what will be in the latter days. Your dream and the visions of your head as you lay in bed are these." I thank y'all for tuning in. I have so many things to do today. I was supposed to take my hair down yesterday, but I didn't. I will be back on sometime today. I got to make sure everybody's, I got to go make sure everything is put together. I'm just I'm just gonna be quiet. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it right there. I love you back, Sparkle. Love you back. Hey, Tawanya, happy Sunday. And just have a great rest of your day. Okay, guys? All right. I love y'all on purpose with so much purpose. And I'm about to get up out of here. Be well and be blessed. Okay? And enjoy your day. Bye, y'all.